Welcome to Flow of Miracles month's energy reading for August. And we're moving from the energy of the magician to the energy of the fool. So that means that we have yet another major arcana, and as the warning always goes, any choices we make this month will have larger repercussions for our lives. And moving from the magician to the fool kind of means we're moving a step back because the fool is the zero card, the first card on the major arcanas. And the magician is, of course, number one. Although I know a lot of people who use the fool also as the final card of the arcanas. So let's talk a bit about the do's of the fool. I love seeing it because for me, the do's of the fool are adventure, beginner, and faith. And I love the focus of those three things. So, personally, I love going on adventures and doing something new. And if you see the fool in this set, he's standing still, but in many sets, it's like he's walking near or sometimes even off a cliff. And it's so good to do something new, to go on adventures, because that really energizes us. It is so easy sometimes to actually get into a routine that isn't right for us and just do the same things day after day after day. And the Fool reminds us how important it is to go on adventures, to actually go and start new things. So I love seeing the energy of that card, of being able to take new steps and do new things. So that is something you definitely should be doing this month. And that also sets into the second do, namely being a beginner. It is, of course, quite simple to always do things you're good at, to always stay into your comfort zone. But the Fool asks you to take a look and go back to that state of being a beginner. And that, of course, has quite a bit of frustration when things aren't going the way we want them to. But it also has this sense of awe and wonder when you're doing things for the first time and they're shaping up in a way that is wonderful and that gives results that you like. So definitely do check what you want to begin this month. If there is some kind of hobby or some kind of new place that you were dying to visit, this is the month to actually do that and to step back into the shoes of being a beginner and going on an adventure. And last but not least, the Fool asks us to have faith. Faith in ourselves that whatever we encounter on our journeys, we can actually deal with it, or we can ask for the support that we need, because the Fool also has faith in higher power. So this is lovely energy to actually start new things this month, to actually be a beginner again, and to have faith that things are working out as you walk into your soul path. Then, of course, we need to talk about the don'ts. And the don'ts of the Fool are: don't be foolish, don't be too cocky, and don't get stuck in daydreaming. So, of course, when we talk about somebody being the fool, we talk about the negatives. Somebody being foolish when we're being manipulated by others, when we're taking decisions that aren't right for us, when we are being, as the second don't says, too cocky. And it's so important when this energy is there, when you're having your high, that you recognize that you are a beginner, that you recognize that you are to start at something new. So don't take too big a leap of faith and actually make sure that where you land is actually where you want to end up. So it is really vital that you don't overestimate yourself or the work, and that you actually make sure that there's support available when and how you need it. And last but not least, don't get stuck in daydreaming. The Fool is just walking around and thinking about all the wonders that he's going to see. And sometimes we stay stuck in that and we just wander around, never going anywhere in particular, never having any focus. And that is really a sad thing to do when we could have been enjoying our adventures, when we could have been actually figuring out our talents and doing something new. So definitely do not get stuck in daydreaming, but do get something done now in August. And of course, if you need some help with that, don't hesitate to ask me for a free intake. Have a blessed month.